Can anyone say?
Mataji, is this sloka Mataji tatvidhi pranipatena pariprachena sevyata
Yes.
upadekshantete jnana
Jnaninas.
jnanastasva dakshenaha.
Yes, yes. So that's 4.34.
And demigods.
Okay, so this is clear that he says just learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Why? Because this is something that we cannot do on our own by theoretical understanding or studying from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So, with respect to demigods, it's not that we are disrespecting the demigods or we don't need them at all. We have to recognize that they are his parts and parcels. Okay, so for example, he says here in chapter 9. Those who are devotees of other gods and worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. Why? Because they consider that the demigods are equal to him. But if we understand that they are all his part and parcels, and they are his servants, and they are universal administrators, then that is the understanding that is required. Is that okay?
And like how much we need the connection with Guru and demigods.
Guru is like this glass. Prabhupada gave this example like with the glass. I was searching for the glass. My eyes are defective, so I can't see. Okay, I need to have a glass. So Guru is a transparent via medium. So very important. And the demigod puja, if we are doing, we so far we don't have an idea that we thought that they are different, same gods, and they are like that. Now, if we understand that Krishna is the supreme and everyone else is part and parcel of Krishna, then unless we are convinced, because when the Lord is worshipped, everyone is automatically worshipped. So the more we worship the Lord, the more we are convinced that we are actually worshipping. Uh, yeah, what is this? 9th chapter. Yeah. So we are actually worshipping them. So that's the point. So it's not that, it's not we are not saying that, only Krishna and nobody else, but understand their position is what Krishna is telling. And if we want liberation, then we come to him. Even if we have material desires, we come to him. But when we worship the demigods with the understanding that they are part and parcels of the Lord, they are engaged in his servants, that is not the wrong type of worship. If we worship them as equivalent to the Lord or individual separate gods, then that is a wrong understanding.
So that's a mode of goodness worship.
Yeah, that's what he says. Now, the mode of goodness is we worship them, understanding their position. For example,
Thank you, Mataji.
yeah, in the 10th chapter, he says, neither the hosts of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and sages.
Thank you. It's like many time I get confused with all this making connection with each other here
Yeah,
to
but
make it.
you are doing a great job, Mataji. You've been consistent in coming to the 18-day, coming to the advanced class and asking questions as well. So, this is a vast and deep subject. So we keep reading again and again, and then we can make connections.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay. Annapurni, Mataji.
Hare Krishna and happy Ekadashi, Mataji, and everyone.
Yeah, happy Ekadashi.
My question is the pronunciation of Krishna. So when we look at Sanskrit, which again is in Devanagari script, that is Hindi, it says right? Like Krishna. I believe Krishna is Draupadi's name. Is that right?
Yeah, the A with Krishna, if you want to write. So that is Draupadi's name. When we call Krishna is Krishna's name, Krishna is Draupadi's name.
Krishna, right?
Mm.
Thank you, Mataji.
But it's okay. Like, there are many Italians we have seen Chinese and Russian devotees chanting. They may not pronounce R properly. They may not, exactly pronounce the way it is. But when the mood is there that we are calling out Krishna, the other things doesn't matter that much. But if we are able to say it properly, having access to, like, whoever is born in India and we have access to our mother tongue, then it's for us to pronounce the way is not difficult. So then we can try our best to pronounce properly.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Krishna looks at the intention above everything else. So
Right.
the intention should be there.
Right.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Nirmala Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. In the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we pray to Krishna and Rama. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But out of all the other incarnation of Krishna, why Lord Rama's name is chosen in the Maha Mantra?
I don't know the answer exactly. If anyone here in the forum has heard anything about this, you can say. But I know this Mahamantra is present in the Kali Santarana Upanishad, and not only that, two other literatures as well as the mantra for deliverance in this age of Kali. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came as Krishna himself, he took that out and gave this Mahamantra. But why not other incarnations and why only Rama there? I don't know. I can note down this question and ask someone.
Okay, Mataji. My daughter asked me this question. I didn't have an answer. So I said I'll ask Lalita Mataji.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Mataji.
Anybody here knows, you can unmute and say.
Yes, Mataji, just one perspective. Is it because of the Vishnu Sahasranamam, like Lord Shiva gives the answer, like if not, like if you can't chant like 108 names of Lord Vishnu, you can just say Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorami, because the Rama word has like all the powers and all the opulences of the Lord, like all 108 namas of Lord Vishnu. So maybe it condensed into that verse, like single words, the Rama Nama. So is it because of that, like we included Rama's name in the Mahamantra?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji, maybe he's the avatar Purusha Mataji, because he lived as regular, normal, right? Son to Dasharatha and wife and everything. He's lived like that, and how to be a perfect husband and everything. He shows something. Maybe that's why they choose, and maybe that's just a guess, Mataji. Just
Yeah, we can say there are so many aspects,
I
but
know, yeah, but yes,
what
Mataji.
is explaining to me here that in a private chat that Rama refers not
Uh,
Rama.
Mataji,
Yeah.
sorry. Like I was asking because I have heard that Ram is like also means Nityanand Prabhu and Balram. So it's like the first expansion that uh Anand Shesh or whatever Sankarshan that so Krishna and Balram and like Nityanand Prabhu. So Ram actually is like signifies all of
All of
those.
right. You're right. Yeah. So
Rama actually means Balarama here, Mataji.
no, Rama, what Srila Prabhupada said, Rama means Sitaram, Balaram, and Parashuram. All these incarnations are, and Nityananda Ram, who's Chaitanya, Balaram came as Lord Nityananda. So, uh, or Rama signifies all of them, is
Okay.
what's said. And also, Rama means one who is, Krishna is one who is very attractive, Rama is one who's the giver of pleasure. So, and also, as and when a person advances in devotional service and in the higher stages of bhava and prema, then they would like to concentrate on one form of the Lord. So in that sense, here Hare Ram, I've heard that also means Radha Raman. Radha Ramana is again the name of Krishna, one who means that
Okay.
giver of pleasure.
Here
Okay.
it's Radha Madhusudana. It's Radha Madhusudana. Ra for Radha, Ma for Madhusudana, or also the meaning is Rama means he's there everywhere.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, Rama denotes 3 or 4 incarnations, is what I've heard, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you for the question. Any other questions anybody has? Oh, what happened to our question, Prabhu? He's not there today. Okay, I will take some chat questions. Please differentiate between devotee, pure devotee, non-devotee. Unless material contamination is completely washed away, are we considered non-devotees? Okay, good question. So what I've heard is when we start the path, we are trying to become devotees, and then when our goal is pure devotion, then we are called pure devotees in practice. So there are many who will worship Krishna and Rama, go to temples, but their goal may not be pure devotion. The goal may be, I want whatever in my life, everything should go on good. Only if that is only the goal, then that is mixed devotion. That's not pure devotion. So, although we may not be completely pure devotee, I mean, pure in the sense, without expecting anything, offering service to the Lord. Okay, we may not be there, but if that is the goal, and then we are on the path, then our process or the path is also called a pure devotional path or pure devotional service. So, yeah, this is what I heard. So we are not, when the material contamination is there, we are not considered non-devotees. We are considered devotees in practice, like a doctor in the medical college, getting trained like that. Okay, next question is, what is meant by I consider to be just like my own self? How can anyone be like him? Okay, let's go to 7.18. All these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous souls, but he who is situated in knowledge of me, I consider to be just like my own self. Being engaged in my transcendental service, he is sure to attain me, the highest and most perfect goal. So, I consider to be just like my own self is not in opulence, but because we can never become God, right? We because he says everything comes from me. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaha sarvam pravartate. So everybody emanates from him. So there is no equal to or above. But because a person is in knowledge of the Lord, takes shelter of the Lord, and completely puts that knowledge and practice in devotional service, Krishna is also actually Krishna is like that towards us. Whether as God he is equal, but when we are trying to become his devotee, he is actually, I heard in one lecture that he is becoming his devotee's devotee. His way of serving the devotee is giving his mercy. But that's again a service from the Lord. This is a different perspective, but that's what I heard. So he's considering to be just like my own self is very dear. That's what he says. So we can read the purport. See, yeah. Can anyone read? Yes. Ji.
So it is not the devotees who are less complete in knowledge or not dear to the Lord. The Lord says that all are magnanimous because anyone who comes to the Lord for any purpose is called Mahatma or great soul. The devotees who want some benefit out of devotional service are accepted by the Lord because there is an exchange of affection. Out of affection, they ask the Lord for some material benefit. And when they get it, they become so satisfied that they also advance in devotional service. But the devotee in full knowledge is considered to be very dear to the Lord because his only purpose is to serve the Supreme Lord with love and devotion. Such a devotee cannot live in a second without contacting or serving the Supreme Lord. Similarly, the Supreme Lord is very fond of his devotee and cannot be separated from him. The devotees are always in my
Yeah.
The devotees are always in my art, and I am always in the art of the devotees. The devotees does not know anything about anything beyond me, and I also cannot forget the devotee. There is a very intimate relationship between me and the pure devotee. Pure devotees in full knowledge are never out of spiritual touch, and therefore they are very much dear to me.
Right. See, in Srimad Bhagavatam, this is a verse. Sadhavo hridayam mahyam, sadhuna hridayam tvaham. They are in my heart, I am in the hearts. Madanya tena jananti. They don't know anything other than me. But Krishna is also reciprocating the same way. Naham tebyo manag api. I also cannot forget the devotee. See, that exchange of love is there. And so that's why he's saying that I consider that person who is in full knowledge to be like my own self.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. What other? And thank you for this very nice question, Mataji. 7.25. Reading the purport, I was not clear on the difference between Yoga Maya and Brahma Jyotir. Is Yoga Maya the internal potency and Brahma Jyoti is a covering for Yoga Maya? Let's go to the purport and read 7.25. नाहं प्रकाश सर्वस्य योगमाया समावृतः मूढोऽयं नाभिजानाति loko mam ajam avyayam. I'm never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I'm covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I'm unborn and infallible. Yeah, this is a beautiful purport. Anyone else? Can someone read? Who's free? Yes, Meera Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. It may be argued that since Krishna was visible to everyone when he was present on this earth, how can it be said that he is not manifest to everyone? But actually, he was not manifest to everyone. When Krishna was present, there were only a few people who could understand him to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the assembly of Kurus, when Shishupal spoke against Krishna's being elected president of the assembly, Bhishma supported him and proclaimed him to be the supreme god. Similarly, the Pandavas and a few others knew that he was the supreme, but not everyone. He was not revealed to the non devotees and the common man. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that but for his pure devotees, all men consider him to be like themselves. He was manifest only to his devotees as the reservoir of all pleasure, but to others, to unintelligent non devotees, he was covered by his internal potency. In the prayers of Kunti, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that the Lord is covered by the curtain of Yoga Maya, and thus ordinary people cannot understand him. This Yoga Maya curtain is also confirmed in the Isopanishad, in which the devotee prays. Hiranmayena patrena satyaspitiham mukham tattvam purushan apruvo satyadharmaya drishtate. O my Lord, you are the maintainer of the entire universe. The devotional service to you is the greatest religious principle. Therefore, I pray that you will also maintain me. Your transcendental form is covered in the Yoga Maya. The Brahmar Jyotir is the covering of the internal potency. May you kindly remove this glowing effulgence that impedes my seeing your Satchitananda Vigraha, your eternal form of bliss and knowledge. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, in his transcendental form of bliss and knowledge, is covered by the internal potency of the Brahma Jyotir, and the less intelligent impersonalists cannot see the Supreme on this account.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. I think this is your question. So here we see that Brahma Jyoti is the covering of the internal potency. Because in this verse, in Isopanishad, it is said that Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasya Pihitam Mukham. Your face is covered by a transcendental effulgence. So can you please remove that so that I can see that? is what, may you kindly remove this glowing effulgence and so I can see the face. So Brahma Jyoti is the light that is emanating from the transcendental form of the Lord. And internal potency is the energy of the Lord, and that internal potency, Yoga Maya, covers the vision of the non-devotees from seeing the Lord as a supreme. But the devotees, the same Yoga Maya gives them the vision to see the Supreme Lord. So Brahma Jyoti is the light emanating from the transcendental body and the abode of the Lord, which one encounters when they first start their journey. When a liberated soul starts the journey back home, back to Godhead, they first encounter this Brahma Jyoti. And I've heard from Guru Maharaj that we have to pray and say that please let me cross over this effulgence and then go to your personal abode. And there the Lord is Lord, and the devotees and the spiritual world, everything exists in the internal potency of the Lord. Is that okay? Thank you, Mataji, for nicely reading the purports and questions. Okay, anybody else? Has any questions? Meera Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. In the end of the chapter, it says, during the time of death, if you remember me, you're all kosher, good to go. But what happens if you're unable to, even though you've lived in Krishna conscious all your life, say Alzheimer's or dementia, or it was just a question that, came to my mind.
That's a good thing. So what he says is, if we have spent our life while we have memory and while we can chant, while our hands can move the beats and our tongue can move, if we have put in that efforts, definitely the Lord considers that. So for us, it may look like that person is having dementia, but from inside within his heart, what he's seeing, we don't know, right? So the Lord says, if we remember him, then he makes sure that he comes within our remembrance at the end of the life.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. That was
I
a little bit
also,
of concern.
yeah, I also have my friend who recently passed away, and so she was telling this, that when she was slipping out of consciousness, also she could connect, she could hear the Maha Mantra, and she could see the Lord within her mind. So that's true, that the Lord will make sure that if we have put in efforts, he will come in our remembrance.
Very reassuring. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. Yeah. What else? Any other questions? Yes, Vidya Mataji.
One quick question, Mataji. Few days before, I think in the group, someone has shared that a 9-year-old girl is teaching Bhagavad Gita. So that video was very interesting, Mataji. That the girl could what is more interesting is that uh, girl said about Bhagavad Gita as though she experienced it in her life. So is it because of that, we have this verse that in Bhagavad Gita which says Vasam Jinani Yata Vihaya, that one, Mataji, like the soul when it transfers from one body to another, it carries the Purva Janma Vasana, right?
Yes, definitely.
Or is it because of the bhakti which she discontinued in the previous life, like this janma she is pursuing it, Mataji? How to take it?
Both are right. She must have read Bhagavad Gita so many times that in this life, when she is 9 years old, only she is able to remember the whole thing, explain everything, right? So she's starting off from where she left. So this also in the 6th chapter we see that a person who has is not successful after a long practice is immediately taking his birth again, uh, and continuing from where they left in the previous birth. So we can.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji, like, so because there's a spiritual knowledge, we can take that, like, but sometimes, like, like your kid is born with with prodigy, like, so it has some wonderful mathematical skills or analytical skills, or like the scientific knowledge it possesses. So in that case, like, when the early age of years, like when the child displays those skills, like it doesn't mean that like it also carried from the purva janma, Mataji.
Yeah, it is, because it may not, like, for example, someone has had a desire to, that's what Srila Prabhupada said about Pandit Ravi Shankar. He was very famous sitar person, and internationally famous, long, old time. Everybody knew him, and he was living during Srila Prabhupada's time. And he said that, for a life of this much musical ability and fame, he had worked 9 lifetimes to accumulate the punya. But once he's famous for music, and he's become, musical ability and famous, and he has uh, 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 enjoyed that punya. Then again, again the next path is, after the punya is gone, then it doesn't continue. So that's why karma is not eternal. But if the prodigies are generally, if not, in the case of prodigies, we can see it very clearly that this person, doing no effort, they are able to get it. So the other day my friend was sharing that somebody could get the mridanga beats very easily in second time, third time. When a person is playing, one student can get it, but the other student have to put in more effort. So, like this, we can see that for some, naturally they are artists, right? But for some, even to hold a pen, the brush, the hand will shake. So, similarly, we can see people who are expert in singing. So, everything is, they may not remember exactly, but they have the desire and they have worked for it. So, they continue from where they have left. But this will not be eternal, like the spiritual knowledge. The spiritual knowledge will be eternal. Like, for example, if a person becomes famous in Kali Yuga, it's a dangerous thing to become famous, because with fame comes access to all sinful activities very easily, and then intoxicated by the power and fame, they tend to do the sinful activities that even in the next life, we are not sure whether they will even deserve a human life. So if they glide down into animal species, then what about their musical ability and all the things? That's all gone. So that's the difference.
Yes, Mataji. So yeah, I can understand that. It means that those prodigy, like who don't have who excel in different areas other than spiritual, uh so it doesn't mean that like they will not be continuing their bhakti like what they did in purva janma, right? Like,
If they have done bhakti, they will continue that. But if they want like so much desire to have something, and then that, because Krishna says, right, whatever you think of at the end of the life, that you will become the next life. So suppose they want to be a musician, and then they have enough karma, punya karma, to be a musician. Then in this they have worked for in the present life. In the next life, they will get it very easily.
oh,
So they are still starting from where they left. But once they have the karma, the punya is gone, then it's not that forever in the next continuing hundreds and millions of lifetimes they'll be continuing to be musician. It's not like that. But bhakti is like that. If we start off and we leave, even if we go into an animal birth and when we come back to the human birth, we are continuing again. Sometimes even in animal birth also. I saw a video where in a village there is a tulsi outside tulsi place where is kept outside the house, and every day a dog used to come at that particular time and go around tulsi 4 times. That's a street dog. There are so many street dogs. Not all the dogs come and does this tulsi parikrama, but this dog used to do every day, come and do that. So we can, these are examples where we can see that bhakti is eternal and it will continue.
In whatever form of life we take, like it continues.
Yeah, as a dog, he can do only that much.
Yes.
Right? He cannot
Yeah.
read Bhagavad Gita and do anything else. So when he gets a human body again, he'll continue whatever the human capabilities allows him to.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
Krishna, Deepa Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, I have this question. I asked this before, but still I'm not very clear on that. So when we say that we do our karmas and, we, based on our karmas, we either go to the Swargaloka or the, the Naraklok where we, have to pay for whatever, like in Narak, we get the punishment. In Swarglok, we enjoy. And then we come back. If we just, if our karmas are taken care of in these two places, what are the karmas we bring back when we take the birth?
It's not completely taken care of. It's only that which cannot be had in this planet. Those punya and those pious and those sinful credits. For example, if a person has, somebody shoots so many people. So he's a cause of death of so many people. In this life, he can have only one death. Right?
Right.
But he'll have to suffer the pain that he has given to that person and also to the family members and to the whole nation and everyone talking about it, the pain he had to take. So that pain is not, is too much here with this body. So he'll be given a special kind of body that can experience the pain but not die. And those karmas are done in the Naraklokas.
Oh, okay.
But when the Naraka Vasa is finished, but still it's not that all our karma is finished. It's only those. And then the rest of the things we are born with that.
Okay. But then when we are born with something, and then, for example, if we still have some karmas where we have to go through some punishment or some kind of a pain, why is it that, the person who is giving us pain, for example, why he becomes a nimitta to give, for us to complete our karmas? So, he also gets into the papa karma, right, in that case?
Because he has a desire to give pain to us. And so he's because he has a desire, the Lord as Paramatma fulfills his desire to give pain to us and who deserve the pain. But he has again he has sowed a seed of giving pain to us. So that's why you see, it's very intricate and complicated for us. But for the Lord, he's arranges in such a way that it could be either to the one whom we have given the pain, or that person is used to give the pain to us because he had the desire to give the pain. Then he gets the result of that. He will have to again undergo that pain. But for us, it looks so complicated. But for the Lord and the agencies of the Lord, they arrange in such a way that everybody's karma, even though we have free will and we are moving, is we are put in touch and in contact in such a way that whatever has to be experienced is done.
So in a way, we should thank that person, right, who is giving us pain, that, okay, you are helping me get rid of my bad karmas and, making me, my balance in the, account is becoming positive now.
No, but it could be, if there are two scenarios. One could be that we have given pain to that same person, and that person is giving pain to us now, is used to give pain to us now. Okay.
Hmm.
But um it could be that he is also giving pain to others because he wants to give pain. It,
Hmm.
it is not a cyclic reaction. So when he does that, then he gets the reaction of, he is signing up for more pain.
Right.
Yeah, so it is, I mean, it's very difficult to know exactly where is the thing. It's like, that's what, it's like an ant trying to understand our financial systems, how the money to India happens, what is the thing. So, ant has body itself is tiny and brain is also very tiny. With that, trying to fathom the system is not possible. So, for us, we have a very short life, and we also have a tiny life. We are like ants compared to the demigods uh, who are orchestrating all this give and take of karmas and desires and free will, everything nicely.
Right, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Mataji. But if we are starting to chant Hare Krishna daily, okay, and then we try to understand Bhagavad Gita and practice all this, then whatever karma, and we are practicing and we are convinced, we are chanting at least 16 rounds, we are taking diksha or taking a guru, then it is said that, and of course, continuing this path, then the whole mesh of karma is released for a
Yeah,
person who's doing that.
sure, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Srivatsa, Prabhuji. Looking
Hare
for
Krishna, Mataji. This previous Mataji has some very nice questions. I also sometimes contemplate these things, which leads me into my question, which is, so let's say a baby is born, the original form, free spirit, free to endeavor upon his or her spiritual journey and to basically fulfill some sort of, let's say, vaguely spiritual prophecy. But there are so many impediments, including societal conditioning, family conditioning. Sometimes parents are like, they do like, manipulation, control. Don't do this. This is not in our family lineage. Yeah, don't embark on this. Some, program in fear, others program in deceit, this, that, this, that. I understand this whole canopy that is formed is part of the Kali Yuga, part and parcel. Um, so this begs the question, um, in what state would you say an individual, so in the Kali Yuga, how do you navigate so you're karma free? I know you will probably say Bhakti Yoga, but I'm not putting words in your mouth per se, but trying to.
What was your question?
So how do you stay like karma free, not getting entrapped in these paradigms? Because these paradigms are all dense and karmic, right?
Okay, so first of all, when a baby is born, he is born with the karmas. That's why some are born in some situations, some are having birth defects, even after so much ultrasound. You see, I ask a gynec how much, medicine is advanced that we can 3D ultrasound, 4D ultrasound, but still a baby could be born with a birth defect, either in the
That is
mind
there.
or. So the point is, anyone who is being born is coming with a package of karma. Okay, everything else, where he is born, the family, the society, that's because of his package of karma that is born. But if he has a desire, however the package of karma may be, if he has a desire, if you have some spiritual credits from the previous life, then he will be able to continue that path. Like
Hmm.
Prahlad Maharaj. Who else can have more impediments than him? His own father, who had to give him protection, was trying to kill him because he was doing bhakti.
But maybe not that much. There are cases like that. I know of cases like that, even in India, like where parents are like they come in one thing, and then I am talking to a few also
Yeah, I know. I
who
mean,
are
so we
yeah.
follow that. See how Prahlad was always protected. That's the again proof that bhakti can never be impeded, or a person pursuing this path life after life, he will come out like a river flowing across the obstacles. River will find some course, right? So similarly, and he will be protected. Krishna's promise is that I will protect my devotee, the devotion of my devotee, and I will enable him to perform more devotion to me.
So
So
there is no call for action, is it? Like
no,
change.
they have to
You make
endeavor. That person has to endeavor to do bhakti. That is there still. Okay, connect to the thing. And he should be doing devotional service like Shravanam, Kirtanam, something every day for the Lord. Okay.
Mm.
Then he Krishna orchestrates his movement. Within so many paradigms, he will come out successful as a devotee.
Mm. Because somewhere I feel I don't know, maybe it's my that it lacks bite. That like yeah, but I guess the Lord protects us, right? So we don't need to do anything.
Well, no, we have to endeavor. We need to still put our efforts to
What
continue
about
the path. Yeah. Chant
what
every
about
I
protection
know
and all?
a Christian friend who got interested in Bhagavad Gita, but imagine in 20, 30 years ago,
Mm.
chanting in a Christian, very, very strong Christian house. So she used to go inside the bathroom and chant Hare Krishna there. So this is the thing. She put an endeavor, although in the house that it is not at all favorable for her to chant, but still she figured out a way that I want to chant and I will do it like this.
Mm.
For
But
many
my question is, are you not called to take down those false houses,
are you
false ideologies, false systems,
that is
instead of being
Krishna
scared of them?
wants to use you as an instrument to do that. We have to be
Mm.
strong enough.
We have to be strong. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. Thank you, Mataji.
Abba Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. My question is that I'm a retired pediatrician. Many times, immediately after delivery, the baby used to die maybe within minutes or hours. So, whose bad karma? It's the baby's bad karma, the mother's bad karma, or the doctors who is attending that case?
Mhm. It's difficult to say exactly who, because the baby is also passing away. Okay, so he is not able to live, and the mother is feeling the pain. So there is suffering on the mother's side also. And the doctor is also trying, but it's a failure for the doctor to make a soul survive. So, which is not a good thing for him. So, it is not one person's karma involved in this. It is like, but mix of everyone.
Okay. Because the doctor also gets the bad name. The mother, she undergoes the pain, and the baby, I don't know why, what karmas he had
Actually,
undergone.
yeah, you see, this happened in Shantanu and Ganga.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes.
Right, as soon as the baby is born, Ganga Devi will drown her, drowned them.
Right.
See, they are
Right.
the previous life, and they had this curse of being born, but they didn't have to live a long life of pain here, except for that one Vasu who actually stole the cow, I think. So he was Bhishma finally. So he had to
Okay.
live, you see, a life of sacrifice.
Right.
Yeah. So actually, it's a deliverance for the 7 people. They were born and then they were drowned, and only the pain of drowning, and then they were back in the celestial worlds.
Right. Got it. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Nirmala Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So, when a living entity is born for the very first time as a human being, what kind of karma will it bring, and how will the parents or a region or religion, how is it chosen for that soul?
Actually, the human life is obtained after after going through all the different species of life. And there is something called prarabdha karma, means some karma that is in store that is causing us to be born here. So with that, it's very difficult to find out which millions of years ago, whether in this day of Brahma or the previous day of Brahma, or even the previous Brahma in the other universe, where the one whole universe, Brahma's lifetime was there, and then the universe got annihilated.
Okay.
Don't know when and where exactly this thing started. That's why he says, 15th chapter, Narupam asyeha tatopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishta na anta na cha adir. Where is the beginning? Where is the end of this tree of karma? It's hard to find out. Okay, it's difficult to find out. But there is some karma that the child has born as a human being, and so while living, he's expending that karma, but doing more karma to further continue his journey.
Okay, Mataji. I also read about the Brahma somewhere that for this universe, the Brahma has 4 heads. So, like in other universes, does the Brahma had many other heads? Like, and does it have any significance, like the fourth universe or something like
Yeah,
that?
depends on the size of the universe.
Oh, okay.
This is said to be the smallest universe, so 4 head was enough for Brahma to manage.
Okay, Mataji. Interesting.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, uh, anything else or? Mm, yeah, that's true, Reena Mataji. Yeah, that's why when we act, we may be put in a situation, but if we are giving our mind and intelligence and senses to the Lord in the beginning of the day, chanting His holy names and doing that, then He will direct us how to respond in that karmic situation so that we don't entangle us more and more in karma again. So that's why it's important to practice this path. Yeah, Reshma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. It feels so nice to see you back again. I have a question. So, if we are on a journey of motherhood, like all till now, mm, if I am, if I was never on the path of Krishna consciousness, is it okay to ask Krishna to uh, give a baby who can, help me help me learn to be more spiritual or learn more about God? I mean, do you think Krishna will uh, gift us to?
Probably that's the reason that, many places where I have seen is that the baby probably is a devotee from the previous life, and uh, before the baby is born or after the baby is born, when they're toddler or when they are in the school, then they bring the families to Bhagavad Gita classes and then bring them to more following this path. So definitely, we can ask that, and even if we don't ask that, Krishna will design that.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I have one more question, Mataji. So, just day before yesterday, my close friend's husband passed away. He was just 40 years, and it left a very huge mark on the family and also the two kids who are just 8 years old and 13 years. It was a very heartbreaking situation. So as a friend, what can I do, Mataji? I know again it's all the karma and everything that we discuss, right? So how can I uh, pray for them, Mataji?
So we pray for the departed soul, praying to Krishna that please give them spiritual credits, and we pray for the existing family members to give them strength to take this very tough situation and lead them, through this crisis. This prayer you can do every day by chanting the Mahamantra, praying for them, and practically also, apart from that, as a friend, what you can do to help.
Okay.
Practically also, we should be, either in a monetary way or some words of consolation or whatever is possible um, within our limits to help practically. We should do that, and apart from that, we can pray every day, because
Okay.
pray. Uh, it's very hard, this situation is, but the Paramatma within their hearts will give them consolation, give them some peace, and then they'll be able to grasp what's happening and go further in that. They will be given the strength. So definitely that's very, very important to pray for someone like this.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Thank you, Mataji. Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pratibha Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I have a question.
Yes,
Does
Mataji.
the soul go to another universe after 1 year after it passes, the body passes away?
Uh, Another universe. No, I've heard that Brahmanda Brahmite Kone Bhagyavan Jiva. Yeah. As long as I've heard in one lecture that usually the transfer from one universe to another doesn't happen, but within the planets, within the universe,
No.
they can take birth anywhere. And that
Okay.
transfer happens after the lifetime of Brahma. I've
Oh,
heard like this.
okay.
I still have to confirm this if this my understanding is right.
And Mataji, our prayers, whatever we pray, it reaches the soul, no? Is
Yeah,
that?
that's why we have to continue to read on the day of the departed, or at least once a year during the we have to read Bhagavad Gita and offer the soul the benefit of that. It
Okay.
can be done every day also. Like one chapter of Bhagavad Gita, only to read the translations or the shlokas, it will only take 10-15 minutes. But if we read that and if we offer the benefit or offer the results, the praying to the Lord that please give your shelter to that soul, then that's very nice. That's what we can do. That way, we can continue service to that soul even after they have left their physically they have left this world.
Okay. Because, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Mataji, lot
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
for your guidance.
Yeah. Oh, I'm also sharing what I've heard and read. So thanks to all of you devotees. It was a very nice session. So we will repeat this session again after some time, or you can even send me your questions sometimes in the group I'm not able to see, or in person also, so we can take it up every session, whatever possible. So we will finish here for today. So thank you all very much for your patience and chanting. Hope all of you are doing some service to the Lord with devotion, especially chanting holy names of the Lord. Is there anyone who's yet to start chanting one mala regularly here? At least, okay, I think eh, most of you are chanting. At least 108 times is going to take 10 minutes. So at least 20 minutes, 2 rounds, either morning and the evening. And that way we can see that we can, from our heart, we can get connected to the Lord. One thing is, to listen to Bhagavad Gita to understand, but without chanting, if we are trying to make sense of all this, it is like, going around the bottle of the closed bottle of honey, like a fly that's flying around. So the honey is visible, but there we can't taste it. So similarly, if we chant, that's when actually tasting happens. So, and then, whatever we read, we discuss will make so much practical sense to us. So I request everyone to at least, okay, do we have to chant any mantra or say anything with the name of the person to dedicate the result? We can just. I have heard that in the prayer book, Guru Maharaj writes the name of the person. So I mean, the other details we may not have, the other gotra or family lineage or star or whatever, but at least the name of the person we can say that we are dedicating to that person the reading. Okay, devotees. I think we can pause here for today. Thank you all very much for joining. So we'll continue with chapter 8.
Mataji, one
Mhm.
small question, please. Sorry to disturb you. How do we remain connected through the day to our Lord?
Yeah, Prabhupada says chanting. It's a very easy process. We can drive, we can cook, we can hear lectures, or we can chant, hear kirtan, because ear is a powerful method. If we don't hear anything external, we will hear our mind, and our mind most probably gives only trash. Oh, this happened,
Mm,
that happened, this and that, and so it's a torture only. So in order to escape from our own tortures of the mind, we need to constantly uh, hear, lectures of Prabhupada or chanting of someone. There are so many other devotees who are giving Bhagavad Gita lectures or the Bhagavad Gita shlokas as such with the meaning. Something we can keep hearing constantly. That way we can, be in touch with the Lord.
okay, thank you. Yes, that is the real sure shot. Otherwise, we can't make out only whether in touch or we are in touch with trash or
This
what.
moment, if we are like birds with the cage open, which bird will stay inside when the cage is open? So mind is like that. The moment we are not in touch, then we are touch with the material world and the mind flies all over. So that's why we make a constant effort to keep reading and chanting throughout. So we are having japa sessions in the morning, and we also read after that so that we can think about that. And then some sessions in the evening. During the day also we have reading sessions. Bhagavatam, Deepa Mataji and others join. So like that way, our main aim is to read and be in touch with the spiritual path, and in between use the other time to finish other duties of us. Then we can be safely connected.
Mm. It's very, very confusing.
Yeah, you are living close by a temple, Mataji, beautiful temple. So
Yeah.
That way you can engage yourself in services there, and that's very nice.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much for your
Prabhu,
spiritual
after a long
guidance.
time, we are seeing you. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing good.
Good. Thank you for your beautiful guidance.
Thank you, Mataji. So thank you all devotees. So we will pause here for today. And please read again the 7th chapter and the upcoming 8th chapter also, the purports. So you can read ahead and then come with the questions. So when we read through the translations and discuss purports, then it will be a second time revision for you. So we can do that. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna. Thank you,
Mataji. Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.